Okay, Adonis Stevenson versus Sergey Kovalev, a fight that a lot of people want to see. HBO strategically put them in a card together because they want these guys to fight each other. A lot of people want to see this fight, including myself. These are two of my favorite light heavyweight fighters right now. And for some reason, Stevenson just does not want to fight Kovalev yet. He feels like Kovalev needs to fight bigger names, better competition before he deserves a shot at Stevenson. Another thing, Stevenson said that in a post-fight interview after beating Tony Bellew, he said that HBO needs to pay him more to fight Kovalev, which if that is the case, HBO, please pay this man because we all want to see this fight. Pay this man because he deserves to get paid to fight a monster like Sergey Kovalev. So if he needs to get paid, if money is the issue, pay this man, all right? Because he's calling out Carl Froch. He's calling out Bernard Hopkins. People don't want to see that fight. I mean, people do want to see it, but not on a level as Kovalev. Kovalev has tremendous knockout power, just like Adonis Stevenson has, and people want to see that fight, you know. I do want to see Stevenson fight Bernard Hopkins, but not as much as Kovalev. And as far as Carl Froch, we all saw unimpressive win Carl Froch had over George Groves the prior weekend, and I just don't want to see that fight right now. Right now, Carl Froch need to focus on rematching George Groves because a lot of people feel that he doesn't deserve that win for the referee stoppage. Now, as far as the night of Stevenson and Kovalev knocked down Ismail Sillakh. Second round, knocked him out. The first round was pretty close. I think Sillakh had the first half of the round. He was outboxing him. He was using his height and his reach advantage and his ring generalship to fend off Sergey Kovalev. Second half of the round, Kovalev began to adjust, time his punches, land some body shots, and it seemed like the first round was kind of like a draw. But the second round, Kovalev already pretty much figured this guy out. He went in there and got him out of there quick in the second round. As far as Adonis Stevenson, Tony Bellew, I thought it was a dangerous fight for Stevenson. I think it was a huge step up from his last two fights of Tavares Cloud and Chad Dawson. I think Chad Dawson might be, between Chad Dawson and Tony Bellew right now. I think Tony Bellew was the more dangerous fighter because he's also tall, very powerful fighter. And I thought it was a dangerous fight for Adonis Stevenson, especially because Adonis Stevenson has been fighting at a very high rate lately. He fought 4 times this year, and he just finished beating Tavares Cloud not even 2 months ago. So I think Adonis Stevenson looked very good that fight. I think he won all 6 rounds leading up to the TKO in the 6th round. And one thing I want to mention is that 4th round, interesting round. A lot of exchanging, a lot of brawling in that round. I think Adonis Stevenson was actually knocked down. I think he should have counted it as a knockdown. Not that it mattered because he wasn't hurt, but it should have been a knockdown because Bellew did land in that exchange, and the referee should have ruled it a knockdown. It could have made a difference later in the fight if it went the distance. But so Adonis Stevenson looked good. As far as how the fight would go, I'm not going to get too much into it because if the fight happens, I think I would give a better analysis, breakdown. I would have to go back and watch both fighters more fights because I'm not really sure who would win between Adonis Stevenson and Sergey Kovalev. But right now I'm kind of leaning towards Kovalev. I think Kovalev has shown me, especially in this last fight, even though Ismail is not really the biggest name, and I believe he was coming off a knockout loss as well. I think Ismail looked like he was the better boxer early in the fight, and it seemed like it took no time for Kovalev to adjust to this guy's style and his ring movement, and he went in there and knocked him out anyway early. you know. So depending on, you know, how Adonis Stevenson fights, if he fights Sergey Kovalev and exchange with him like the way he did against Bellew in the 4th round, I think Kovalev can definitely knock him out. I do think Stevenson is the better boxer, and I do think Stevenson he has the advantage of going to distance over Kovalev. Kovalev, a lot of these fights, he's knocking guys out really early, and we haven't really seen him go to distance that much, or at least I haven't seen him. I could be wrong. So, but if I were to pick someone now, I would pick Kovalev, but I can change my mind, you know, later on. So, anyway, I did hear Stevenson say something about taking a vacation. He did fight a lot this year. He could be fight of the year. I'm going to do a video on that at the end of the year. I'm going to do a fight of the year video on who I think is the fight of the year. He's definitely top 3 or 5 nominations for fight of the year. I know John Pascal and Lucien Boutte is fighting in January, so he might fight the winner of that fight. Kovalev might fight the winner of that fight. I don't really know, but you know, it's really the light heavyweight division is really very interesting. You know, there's a lot of competition right now, and plus Andre Ward is most likely going to move up and fight one of these guys soon too. So I hope, you know, I mean, looks like Adonis Stevenson is not really interested in fighting Kovalev right now. I hope he does get the Bernard Hopkins fight, but, you know, we'll see what happens. All right, so leave comments. Who do you think both of these fighters should fight next? They're probably not going to fight next unless HBO cough up a whole lot of money for Adonis Stevenson. Let me know what you think about the fights over this past weekend, and let me know who you think these guys should fight and who you think would win the fight as well. Who do you think would win between these two fighters? I said Kovalev for now, but after I do a little bit more study, I'll come back and do a prediction video if they were to ever sign the fight. All right, so subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter at wavy_10, and leave comments. Thank you for watching.